praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakak, Kodash. The balance unto the apostles and the elders, a great merit, so not surely do it well. And peace and blessings unto the Akim, to all the folk unto the earth that push this word in all diligence and in all sincerity. This is Martina from Sheridan Campus. I'm coming to the Spirit of the Lord. It's the one that's really to edify the Lord's saints, to build up the Lord's hopeful elect. For those, who take heed out here, as Yahweh Shai said, whoever is to hear, let them hear, and whoever is to see, let them see. And he was talking about the elect, because the elect are the ones that was given the understanding of the scriptures from the beginning. The mysteries was revealed unto them from the beginning. So what we're doing here is basically remembering something that we once knew. You understand? But this video gonna be like surrounding the incident where Peter Peter started doubt, and immediately when he started to doubt, he called upon the Lord. You understand? And that is how we ought to be. When them demons, because when you start to doubt, it's demons. When that doubt and demon come on you have to call upon the Lord immediately. Understand? Just going through some few precepts here. It should to be like Peter. It says Matthew 14 verse 24. It says, but the ship was now in the midst of the sea, tossed with waves, for the wind was contrary. And in the fourth watch of the night, Yahushua went unto them, walking on the sea. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, it is a spirit, and they cried out for fear. So when they saw the Lord walking upon the sea, they were confused, because they never saw anything like that. A man walking on water in their life. So they say this had to be a spirit. This could never be, the Lord or Yahweh walking on water. Peter said, but straightway Yahweh spake unto them, saying, be of good cheer, it is I. Be not afraid. And Peter answered him and said, Lord, if it be thou, bid me come unto thee on the water. And he said, come. And when Peter was come down out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to Yahushua. But when he saw the wind boisterous, he was afraid. And beginning to sink, he cried, saying, Lord, save me. Understand? So, when he saw that the wind, they had very strong wind, very boisterous wind. Because the scripture above talk about the wind tossing the ship to and fro. Understand? The wind tossing the ship to and fro through the waves. So when the wind started to become strong and he was walking on water, he got afraid. The flesh started kicking into him. And he became afraid. And immediately as he became afraid, immediately as fear, stepped in, what happened? He began to sink. It says, and immediately Yahushua stretched forth his hand and caught him and said unto him, O thou of little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt? So when Peter started doubting and he realized that he was sinking, he called unto the Lord and asked him for help, to be saved, for him to help him. And that's the thing with men in this truth here. Sometimes a lot of times that demons or spirits coming upon you, and you would actually, instead of actually rebuking that demon, you would actually encourage that demon to dwell with you or to dwell on you. You know, you starting to doubt, you starting to question yourself whether there's the truth or not. And instead of, praying as Peter did, asking Lord for help, what some men would do, is actually look for proof that this is not the truth, that this is not the name, to find fault in the doctrine. Some men would actually look for proof. Some men would actually look for more evidence, which it have no evidence to prove that this is not the truth. Because I have nothing against the truth. Even with this doctrine that men come about with, that they are no longer Hebrew Israelites, they cannot change their identity. That is something that cannot change. That Yahushua is not the name, or they don't think Yahweh is the name anymore, or they don't think you have to keep the laws, or the thing that prophecy fulfill, or all kind of bullshit doctrine. Doubt and unbelief creeping in, and they encourage those spirits. Or when those spirits come upon you, the scripture say, as if you follow in the example that Peter said, you're supposed to ask the Lord to save you. Ask the Lord to remove them spirits from on you. Ask the Lord to take away them demons, because actually demons plaguing your mind, to leave the truth. And that's like, men seem to forget in this truth, every single minute of the day, a demon trying to fuck with you, a demon trying to get you out of the truth. Every single minute, every single thought, some kind of carnal fucking thought that you had a rebuke. Until you get seasoned in the truth, and then that happen less often, but stronger demons. And that is just the fight. But Apostle Paul is the reason why the Apostle Paul mentioned this. It says, First Thessalonians 5 verse 14, it says, now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that unruly, comfort the feeble-minded. Comfort the feeble-minded. Because it has hope in the scriptures. The hope in the scriptures is the promises. That the Lord is going to save us, that the Lord is going to turn around our captivity, bring back or carry us back to our land. Telling our brother, hey, everything you lost, you're gonna get it back in the kingdom. Everything that you would like to have here, you're gonna get it in the kingdom, and 100-fold, as Yahushua said. It's just showing them that I had nothing here to live for. We seen this kingdom is done. We seen this kingdom is at the brink of a collapse. So by telling our brother these things, that getting them demons on him, you could comfort him through the Spirit. When you show a man that really have nothing to live here for, hey, them thoughts will leave him. If he wanted to leave him. It says, support the weak, be patient toward all men. It says, see that none render evil for evil unto any man, but ever follow that which is good, both among yourselves and to all men. It says, rejoice evermore, pray without ceasing. That is the reason why the Apostle Paul said to pray without ceasing. Never stop pray. It don't mean to pray whole day, 24/7 you're praying. It means to be continually in prayer. Because of demons, because demons always coming to try you. It says, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of the Most High Yahushua concerning you. Quench not the spirit, despise not prophesying. So don't quench the spirit. When the spirit telling you to do a video, when the spirit telling you to study, when the spirit telling you to watch a video, hey, don't quench the spirit. Do it. Always stay in the spirit. The more you stay in the spirit, is the less demons attack you. Is the less opportunity a demon could get to come at you. But the further away and the less you're in the spirit, the more demons could plague your mind, and you're more susceptible to being attacked by demons, to being, to being in a demon battle right through. Things always coming in your mind. This thing ain't making sense anymore. So better I go back into the world. It's in the world, it have better things to do. And all the dicey kind of demons always come in your mind, and they will show you. They will show you the things that you could do. They will even provide opportunity for you to do it in the world. But the more you stick in the scriptures, the more you read the scriptures, the more you be around brothers, the more you do videos, the more you study, it's the less these things would come in your mind. Understand? I'm gonna get this one in 1 Peter really quick. It's 1 Peter. Salak. If James 4:7, it says, submit yourselves therefore to power, to Hawashai. To submit, meaning to be subject, to bow down. Basically is to make your life, as scripture says, make yourself a living sacrifice. To do what is commanded of you at any and every cost. That it means to submit yourself unto power. It says resist the devil and he will flee from you. So you have to resist him. You can't be doing things to encourage Satan to tempt you. You can't be putting yourself into temptations. That is a mistake that men does make. Knowing when they end up in that temptation, when they end up in a certain situation, they're going to be tempted, yet still they say, nah, I'm stronger than that. And you know what happened at the end of the day? They still fall for that trap. Put yourself in a situation thinking that you could overcome that temptation, and then they slip when they reach that snare. But the scripture says resist Satan, resist the devil, resist the deceiver, resist the adversary. So if you see men like fucking Nathan them coming around here to teach you, resist them, because them is deceivers. Resist all false doctrines. Prove it wrong through the scriptures. Prove these other doctrines to be incorrect or false using the scriptures. Don't encourage it or don't be around it. Scripture say evil communication corrupt good manners. So by you being in that circle, by you being around that energy, most likely you will be induced into taking part, or seduced into taking part. So that's why I want to give all praise unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that surely do well. Peace and blessings unto the ark of the four corners of the earth. This mantle of protection and God bless. This video that you find. As I said before, be like Peter. when he started to sink, he called on the Lord for help. Those started to sink and see you sinking and just keep going. And in men's mind, the reality, what will be happening in men's mind is that they're sinking and they're not seeing the sinking, they're thinking they're ascending. And they continue in it. And that is a strong delusion that the Lord said that He's going to send unto them. A strong delusion that they should believe a lie. That is that pride demon that come on them as well. Along with doubt comes pride. That will happen to a lot of men. Thinking that they could correct the doctrine and thinking that everybody else wrong. That's strong delusion. I tell you, with that I want to say shalom.